Alright everyone, another week, another Odyssey. Let's check it out. Well, I've had a little bit of a sneak peek and done a bit of prep work beforehand, so we're doing To the Moon. Help bring wealth and good fortune to the monkeys and watch your success rise to the moon. Who knows, maybe you'll run into Jeff Balloonzos and Elon Monkey along the way. Wow, I never thought those two would make it into BTD6, but apparently they did. Very interesting. So, this is a pretty standard looking Odyssey by the looks of it, so you guys might not even need my help on this one, but we've got ourselves Town Center, hard half cash, 4 to 80, you know, pretty standard, starting off with 1,000 cash, not 2,000. I made that mistake. Quiet Streak, hard military only, pretty simple, 4 to 75. Bazaar, hate this map. Medium standard, 4 to 75. Very nice that we don't have to go to 80. High finance, medium reverse, 4 to 80. I prefer this map very much compared to this one. And finally, moon landing, hard impoppable, 4 to 80. So overall, pretty bog standard basic Odyssey, and this is what I've chose. So our hero options were Ben or Geraldo. I went with Ben because I assume more people will have Ben than Geraldo, considering Geraldo's the newest. And this is my monkey setup, and these are the restrictions. I would have chose more dart monkeys, but no crossbow monkeys allowed, which I'm very sad by. I really wish they'd just give me my crossbow monkeys. Anyway, no recursive clusters either, so ultra sad in that department. And then a lot of the towers I don't really use super often aren't restricted, while a lot of the towers I do use are quite heavily restricted. Luckily, the druid's actually still pretty strong just with this middle path. So, I think we'll get started. Also, I found out recently, and I mean like very recently because it only recently happened, but I've been using it for a little bit. Once you hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, by the way, very fucking thrilled at that. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoy, and I hope I continue to bring great content to you guys through hopefully many years. Who knows? Anyway, but yes, I found out that once you hit 500 subscribers, you in fact get the ability to do those little community posts where you can put polls and questions out and get feedback from your viewers. So I've been asking you guys about heroes lately, just to see which ones you guys think are the best. Sadly, you can't have more than 5 options in a single poll, so I wasn't able to just put all the heroes in one and see who sort of wins. But yeah, I've been asking about heroes, and it's going to be pretty interesting because tomorrow's the final poll that I'm putting out, where I'm putting all the winners from the previous ones into one just to see who gets the most votes. I think it'll be quite interesting. So far, Sorta, Ben, and Geraldo are in the lead, I would say. So we might be seeing a poll with just those 3, and you guys will be forced to pick between the favorites. But who knows? Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for all your love and support as we've gone through these Odysseys together. And fingers crossed that we'll be able to continue doing so as we keep on going through this lovely train of life. That was weird. I don't know why I said that. That's that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm a little weird, but you get the idea. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I will try my best not to let you guys down. Okay. What to get? I feel like going for Ben right now is a bit of a risk, but we're halfway there. So it might be one I'm willing to take. Honestly, I don't know. Half cash is probably the hardest game mode for me, honestly. Like, chimps isn't that hard because it doesn't actually restrict your income. Well, it does that you can't produce more, but you can get the normal amount from the balloons at the very least. So I'm at least a little bit more comfortable playing chimps, weirdly enough. But yeah, half cash I honestly don't do super well in. So we'll see how we go. We're gonna get Benjamin, and it doesn't really matter if we actually lose any lives, funnily enough. because Benjamin at level 6? Is it level 6? I think it's around level 6. Gets the ability to give us our lives back. And level 6 is pretty easy level to get to. So I believe we can tank a few lives knowing that we'll get them back anyway. So these don't really matter too much. Nah, we can let them go through. They're fine. Free tickets, free entries. However, I would like to get a second triple dart, probably right next to the original. And if you didn't get that was a SpongeBob reference, you need to watch the SpongeBob movie. The good SpongeBob movie. Probably the best SpongeBob movie. I'd have to rewatch them all again just to be sure, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Okay. And little bit crazy, but I think if we get this next triple dart, we will be fine. I forgot to unmute myself. I'm an idiot. Sorry. It's a great stream. Stream? Not even a stream, I'm recording. I don't know why I'm so, not sort of pent up, but I feel like I've got a bunch of nervous energy for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, we're doing well, and my apologies for muting myself there. I was just getting some dinner. And don't worry, I'm not going to be eating it now. I'm not going to give you a weird ASMR tour of my mouth. But yeah, I think a glue gunner is actually in order here. And if we get corrosive glue, we don't have to worry about leads, which is good. My idea here is that since we don't have anything that can easily dominate round 63, a glue gunner is probably our next best bet. So we can just slow down the entirety of round 63 instead of having to actually deal with it like adults. So we can just slow our problems down and excrete fluid all over them, which is a beautiful way to phrase it. There's really no other way to phrase it, let's be honest. Okay, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Nice. Eventually we will need more firepower though, so this is a little bit scary to go for right now. So let's grab a druid. He will also be our ticket away from difficulty with these Druid of the Jungles. I suspect that Druid of the Jungle is still just as overpowered as I remember it. Get spinach, dummy. Oh my god, that was a while ago. Oh, camo detection, right. That's also a thing we will need to prepare for. But for now... Ooh, actually, we don't have a lot of firepower here. We're gonna need something big and damaging. Sort of like one of these guys. So let's put down a spike factory. I'm really just throwing down a bunch of 0-0s here, if I'm honest. To be fair, it's always good to have a little bit of protection. Even if it's not foolproof protection, at least it's something, you know? Right, and then what else can we get that would just dominate the rounds? Okay, good, good. The protection is working. Working as intended. Let's get this. Perfect. That should slow down our enemies a lot. And by our enemies, I mean the very colorful balloons. Okay. So far, so good. Let's give you camo detection as well. A little bit scared on that point. Ben's just made himself a little extra money, which is beautiful. And then let's also feed into a sniper. Sniper could be good. Damage all over the map. Yeah, you know what? I vibe with it. All around damage. Let's go for the speedy boy that shoots lots of things and does it quick. Okay, I think we might be all right here. The only thing I'm scared about is our Moab damage, if I'm honest. So maybe I'll place something like attack here, just so that only like 1 or 2 attacks get wasted every time it hits. Okay, let's see how we do. I'm a little scared here because I don't think our attack will be enough. Our glue and our druid can't really do a crap load of damage to this guy. So it's really just these darts, this tack, this sniper, and then this guy in terms of damage here, which is a little scary. So let's do that. Luckily, once it pops, our druid pretty much solves the problem. Cool. Very nice, very nice. Dang. That was way better than expected. I am so glad the druid's as good as it was when that first update came out with it. Oh, I can't even remember what that druid's middle ability did. What did it do before? Oh no, it did the same thing, but it didn't leave that little deadly thorn pile. I remember now. That is such a good improvement on the druid, honestly. Because let's be real, nobody really used the druid's middle path for that specifically. Let's not get a banana farm, actually. Let's just put our money into defense. I feel like if you greed too hard in half cash, it's bound to kick you in the ass. So we're gonna leave it alone for now. Ooh, camo purples. Okay, semi-automatic. We should be going for big upgrades. I'm looking at all the small ones and thinking, oh, that would be good for now, but no. We need some proper big upgrades. Otherwise, we're just going to be stuck at being able to barely beat around 46 or whatever. So let's get a semi-automatic, maybe even a fully automatic. Admittedly, we won't be able to get ourselves an elite defender, but it's still pretty damn strong even on its own. So that's what I'm hoping for here. And look at that, we're pretty much back to our 100 lives. So Ben's actually come in pretty damn handy there. Although Geraldo can do the same thing, I will say, Geraldo does have pretty much the same ability. You just have to purchase it from his store, which will give you like 50 lives or something and refresh all abilities. Which is also a pretty insane upgrade. Geraldo is pretty broken at the moment. I imagine his nerfs will be coming quite swiftly. Alright. We can also put balloons on a detox, meaning that they won't have any children. That's not what detox means, but essentially we're weakening them. And if you're putting your body through any sort of detox, typically that is what's happening. Okay, very nice, very nice. Do we have anything here that can allow everyone to see camo balloons? I don't think we do, so we're gonna need some heavy camo damage. I'm thinking that might come in the form of a Spectre. Potentially. We'll see how we go. So let's place it down for now. If we can. There we go. Because admittedly our camo detection is quite limited here. The only things that really have good camo detection are the dart, the sniper, and I guess the spike factory? Everything else is kinda either too difficult to give it camo detection or can't get it in the first place, which is interesting. And it's not like Ben's gonna be dealing any damage, unlike Geraldo. Geraldo would be... I can see why Geraldo and Ben were picked for these, because Ben's really good at giving out money and supporting by debuffing the balloons, whereas Geraldo's really good at supporting their own, your home advantage team, supporting the monkeys, and giving a little bit of money on the sidelines, you know? Ooh, we could still get fully auto rifle. I think we might try that. Because let's be honest, round 63 is going to be a pain in the butt, but because we have glue hose, at least it'll be a very slow pain in the butt, you know? Which, actually, now that I say it out loud, is kind of worse. Wait, what's dealing this camo lead? Oh, the plane. The plane was fucking them up. That is beautiful. And yeah, okay. We're gonna restart that, give my boy some real spikes from the get-go, and then we should be fine. Also, I want the plane to actually be mostly on the path. Can we... I'd say Figure Infinite's probably best for that. But yes. At least we can slow down Wave 63. Even though it is a pain in the ass still. Right. Big boy BFB, how do we fare against you? Not terribly. At least not so far. Can we nerf one of them, please? Okay, cool. Very nice. Okay, okay. I think we're all right here. Can grab 2 balloons with vines at once. Maybe that can help us with 63 if we're desperate. Let's actually see how far we can get without without sort of needing to upgrade to full auto rifle. I'd like to see that. Because I do want to get fully auto rifle, but if it's not the answer to 63, which typically I don't think it would be, Elite Defender would be, but fully auto rifle probably isn't, then I'd like to keep my options open, you know? Ooh. Fortified boys. Luckily both got the snip. No children for them. Very nice. Alright, 63. Blue gunner will severely help us out here. Cool, cool. Ooh, they still push through. Okay, so we do need an answer. Let's see how well a sniper upgrade will actually help us here. Just to be sure. So send it through, and then buy it. How much does this benefit us overall? Do we save it now? Do we get through the round? It seems like we do. Okay, so that means the second round should be of a similar difficulty, and thus we should be able to pop it. Even better this time though, because we've got more spikes at the end of the track if we need them. Okay, and I think that'll do it. Let's... Ooh, we needed them. That is going to be difficult now. So let's glue everything and then speed up our damage. Come on. Beautiful. I think that's just enough. Huh. And people say round 63 is hard. Pff, never. Alright. I am a little scared though. Because future rounds are also difficult. And can we... Ben, one more for me. One more for me. Hit him. Just one more. One more. Beautiful. You crazy son of a gun, you. Alright. Now we're sitting pretty, but we do need some end game damage here. So, if all doesn't go well, we'll look into selling everything we own to buy a Spectre. And if all does go well, we won't need to do that. And we'll survive a little bit longer, contemplate our other options, and potentially look into those. But this is our end game finisher. This is our Infinity Gauntlet right here. Or if that doesn't hit home with some people, then ooh, what other references could I make? Okay, that's our Infinity Gauntlet. It's also our Golden Spatula if you're a SpongeBob fan. It's our Krabby Patty secret formula. Krabby Patty. What else? It's our One Ring. So many references to be had, but I don't know, I'm blanking on them now. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's looking like we're doing well. I mean, we're almost at round 70 with this setup, which is kind of funny, actually. No 5th tiers so far. And we're still doing pretty damn well for ourselves. Okay, $5 grand already in the bank. This guy sells for 2. This guy sells for 7. That's immediately 9. 10. We need that one. That's 14. We'll say 15. We'll say 16. 17. So we can sell everything right now for 17,000. 17,000 plus the original 7,000 does pretty much get us to a Spectre. Pretty much. So long as we survive like the next couple of rounds, we'll be fine. We can even sell Benjamin if we really have to. See how we go. How's this looking? A little bit dodgy. Oh, very dodgy. Cool. Cool. We don't want to bring out the big guns yet. You know, you don't bust out the nukes until the war starts looking like you're gonna lose. I'm kidding. I have no idea when people use nukes. It's probably a terrible idea either way. But let's use that first so that we can turn some of these big guys into just cerams. And I think that'll solve most of our problems. Cool. Right. Now we've got the nuke ready. I should probably not be referring to the Spectre as a nuke. Now that we've got the gun loaded, let's go with that. Now that the gun's loaded and ready, as responsible citizens, we can choose an appropriate time and place to use it. Right? So here, not really a very threatening situation. We don't need to load this weapon of destruction. And once again, not super threatening situation. I think we're fine. Ooh, okay. It was getting there. You know? The hand was doing the old cowboy maneuver where you had to flex all your fingers. You know, you got to do the whole double finger flex just to sort of show everyone you're about to draw your weapon and you're just getting your reflexes ready. I don't actually know. Is there a reason why cowboys do that? You always see it in the movies, you know? Like, when they're going for a shootout, and they're having a bit of a standoff, you know? They've got that bow-legged sort of stance to them. They've got their hands by their hips, and then they specifically sort of wiggle their fingers in a certain way. Is that like to try and bluff to their opponent? But why would you want to bluff in a shootout? That seems dumb, because if your opponent senses danger because you're wiggling your fingers, they're just going to draw on you, and you're just going to be like, oh, well, I was too busy wiggling my fingers, I'm not going to reach my gun in time. They've reacted more swiftly than I, and it's my fault. So that seems a little dumb. I don't know why. Why do cowboys do that? I need to look that up. Where did that originate? Is that like... Did one cowboy do it and then every other cowboy's like, oh damn, that kind of looked pretty cool when he did that though. They just immediately copy. And yep, we have officially wiggled our fingers. We are ready to end this. So let's do the appropriate thing. Plenty. We don't need to overdo it. You know, we're not looking for trouble, we're just causing it. And this should handle pretty much all of our problems. The beauty of getting a Spectre crossed with the middle path is that you don't have to worry about any sort of threat. You know, you've got camos, you've got spiky bullets, you've got explosives, you know, you don't have to worry about anything. Except for bad aim. But overall, Moabs are gone, BFBs are gone, balloons are gone, just like that. So, we're looking pretty good. We're still gonna get spike balls, because I'm a little bit scared. But, if we can also get back our glue gunner, I'll be even more pleased. And the reason for that is... Let's be honest, the only thing that's going to actually get past this guy is probably balloons, because they move super fast. So if we can slow them down, eliminate that threat a little, then we'll be alright. Why is it that every time there's a threat over here, my plane's always over this side of the map doing something real quick? Let's put him on figure 8, that way he's more centralized for the most part. Okay. Yes, here we go. Round 78 should be a breeze. We've handled BFBs and we've handled groups of cerams before. Cool. Glue splatter. Love it. And then probably glue soak. Okay, yeah. We should be fine now. A little bit of hiccups here and there. Ups and downs, you know, all that. But we should be fine. No more problems. Oh, he's got a cute little hat! Oh. Why do they take that away from him when he gets damage? Do you get like Employee of the Month hats if you just do your job super well and don't hurt anyone? And then if you start hurting people, then they're just like, alright, we're taking that shit back. Aw. Why doesn't he get to keep his cute little hat? I swear he loses that, like, super quickly. It's like Ninja Kiwi thought about giving him a hat, and then it was like, yeah, nah, we don't like the look of him with it. And they just take it off him. So rude. Alright, so far so good. Looks a little bit intense, but I'm hoping this glue gunner is our savior here. Okay. Oh, glue gunner and the spiked balls. Coming in super handy. And pop. And Benjamin with the oh, Benjamin with the don't have kids. I don't even know what was that ability called? What's his don't have kids ability? Balloon Trojan. Ah, that makes sense. Don't have kids. Trojan. Makes sense. Alright. And then that's pretty much a victory, I would say. In fact, we can make this a faster victory. Hold on. Let's just make this a quick victory as possible. So what you want to do is press the number 2 right as you start the round. Easy. Cool. Alright. Map 1 down, and honestly, probably the hardest map. Not the hardest map, the hardest game mode. Next, Quiet Street. Not half cash, that's all I remember. That's all I remember because that's all I care about. So long as it's not half cash, I am a happy sailor. Oh. Oh. Actually, this is... it's not great, but it's not awful, you know? Like, we can manage with this, but it's going to be difficult. So we're going for a 2 sniper start. Put you on strong so we can actually save a few more lives here. But we are going to lose lives here. That's a fact. Luckily, Ben giving them back is also a fact. And not half cash, thank God. We can have 2 snipers very quickly, which is a not terrible starting strategy. Don't get me wrong, it's not great either, but certainly not the worst starting strategy I've ever seen. Cool, cool, nice, nice. You two are working like a well-oiled machine right now. Okay, let's try and get a plane out. Good old monkey ace, because while 2 snipers is a good start, throwing darts all over the map is actually pretty nice in and of itself. And while it would be nice to get Benjamin right now, it doesn't seem very likely. Alright, there we go. Cool, perfectly fine. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Actually, we're losing more lives that way, because they're both aiming for the same balloon each time. Oh well, we've got a plane now. We don't need to care. So that'll help out intermittently. Let's just hope that we can either give upgrades to these guys or to our plane until we can afford Ben. Because this is going to be sketchy. And it's funny, because I did actually pay attention to the whole military monkeys only thing this time, but I still ended up choosing just 2 towers from the military side of things. Wow. Kind of funny. To be honest, it would be fine if I just had like another sniper, maybe even another plane or something like that. It's just funny that I always seem to make bad decisions when it comes to military monkeys only or something like that. But luckily, once again, can't stress this enough, it's not half cash. So not only are we getting the full amount of money that we're meant to get, but we can also make the full amount of money that we're meant to make, which is beautiful because it means this bad boy is going to be making us a full-on $100 every round. Ooh, just in time too. Things are getting scary. Do we place all of our towers first and try and upgrade them all, like, at once? That's kind of, it's a little risky, but I kind of want to try it. Because let's face it, you never really set up all of your 000 towers and then go and upgrade them. It'll be a fun challenge. Let's try it. So there's all of our towers. None of them are upgraded yet, as well as our hero. So let's see if we can survive. It'll certainly be interesting. All right, let's get faster firing for the guy on first. And even faster firing. Yes, yes. Night vision goggles, because round 24 is coming up. And also shrapnel shot, because that's a good upgrade. And, okay. So far, so good. Let's get you to be a night vision lead popper, which I like the sound of. Also shrapnel. Cool. And I do like how these two planes... Oh, man, I love how these two planes are sort of in sync. They're very symmetrical at the moment. I love it. Okay. Still so far so good. Are we making lives yet? Almost. One more level. One more level and we'll be actually super fine. Just like on the last map, we can lose as many lives as we want. So long as we've got 20 rounds and 1 life, we can get back to 100. Which is all that matters. Okay, semi-automatic. And this will just showcase how great Benjamin is anyway. Because in half cash, Benjamin's not the greatest hero to pick. Honestly, I'd much rather a super high DPS hero, sort of like Sorta, maybe like Oban, even a Quincy would be pretty nice. Maybe I'm partial towards the, maybe I'm a bit partial towards the original heroes, but either way, I think those guys are pretty damn strong, and I'd much prefer them over Ben for a half cash, but Ben's not the worst hero to have with half cash. At least with Ben, you can afford to lose some lives and you know you'll get them back later. It's pretty much the only thing we've been using him for at this point. But it's super handy. Can't stress that enough. Alright. What would have made this even harder is if I was only upgrading one monkey at a time until I reached a limit. But admittedly, if I started working on the bottom path of the monkey ace, I'd have to get to like $1 billion to get the last upgrade. So, no thank you. Okay, a little bit of a struggle when it comes to that, but that's fine. I want... what do I want? Let's get you for top path. I like the idea of having a top path crossed with bottom path plane. Admittedly, he's moving a little faster now, so they're getting out of sync. But that's fine, we can sync them back up with the centered path. And then I want a camo detecting Spectre. Oh my god, we synced him up. Oh no, we didn't. He's just moving faster. I think he'll always move faster now. I think that's just one of his upgrades. I don't know why they would do that. You know, I mean, the speed in which it moves around doesn't really alter much. I guess for a Sky Shredder it is a bit more important considering its main attack is spraying out everything everywhere. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that we had beaten a Moab. Sweet, that's what you want to see. Alright, Dart Storm is beautiful. And bouncing bullets. I mean, do we really need... Because I'm just thinking about this now, like, if we go for extra money here, which I am gonna go and do for reasons, but do we really need extra money? I mean, this guy's already maxed out. You're about to be, if we get you one more upgrade. And then this guy's gonna get maxed out at the Spectre, because we won't be able to afford the Flying Fortress anyway. Maybe we'll be able to get a Sky Shredder? Who knows? Let's just try it. It's always nice to have a little bit of extra money on hand. So we'll go for the old supply drop. Okay, very nice, very nice. But yes, I plan on using the polls in the community post section quite a bit. So keep an eye out for those. And, you know, if you feel like voting in the polls, please do. If you don't, ignore them. Simple as that. But yeah, just... I know I don't say this often, because I don't really look at the numbers all that much, but when the community posts thing happened, I was like, oh, am I at a certain number or something? Like, why am I allowed to do this now? But yeah, we're at 500 now, which is crazy to me. I didn't think it would happen, to be honest. And I'm really stoked at it too, like, damn. Kind of makes me a little more nervous. Maybe that's why I've got, maybe that's why I'm like tripping over my words a lot more this video. 500. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Screw all those people with millions and tens of millions and all that. Fucking hell. 500? Mental. Absolutely mental. Couldn't even fit 500 people in my house. You know? As much as I'd love to have a house party with every single one of you coming along. I'm sorry, but you just wouldn't fit. It's amazing. You know? It's like, wow. I wonder what number I'd have to reach in terms of subscribers in which I could do like a tour, you know? Like people do tours, right? And don't get me wrong, I have no idea what the fuck I would do if someone asked me to do a tour, right? But like, what number would I have to hit in terms of subs to be able to do a tour and have it like fill up, say, 1,000 seats, right? Because I doubt that all 500 of my subscribers are from Australia. Heavily doubt that. But that's where I'm from, if you didn't know. So it'd be pretty difficult. Oh man, now I'm just imagining the saddest tour in the world, where some guy hits like 300 subs and then is just like, doesn't understand the concept that people from other places around the world can watch YouTube, and they're just like, oh, I'm doing a tour, you know, here in Beijing, come and see me. And then like 2 people show up and they're just like, fuck yeah, we like you. But damn, statistics is fun. I like to think about those types of things, like numbers and what percentage of people would actually show up to a tour if I did one for some reason. Honestly, at this moment, I would say 0. Simply because I don't even know what the fuck my tour would be about if I had one. Why am I even talking about tours? Those are for people that are funny and that know what they're doing. Typically for people that also know how to do a tour. How does that even happen? How do you organize enough people saying something along the lines of, hey, I'm gonna go around this area of the world and put on a show, make people laugh and all that. Don't worry, people will be coming. I just need like props and stuff, or a booked theater or something. I don't know. I really don't know how that shit works, but it really impresses me. Like, you see Mr. Beast do it, you see Dude Perfect do it, you see a bunch of different people do it where they just like rent out a warehouse or a theater or a football stadium. I don't even know where I'd begin to figure out how to do that. Like, do you figure out who owns the stadium? Like, who specifically? Because I'm fairly certain it would be a company. And I don't think you can just go up to a company and be like, hey, let me film a hide and seek video in your stadium. And they'd be like, the fuck are you? You know? It seems so preposterous, and then yet, you know, Jimmy and those groups just seem to do it, like, often. Oh, that'd be beautiful. I would happily love to be, like, the shittest. It wouldn't be the shittest, it would be like the least popular YouTuber to rent out like a huge fucking stadium for no reason. Just rent out a massive stadium just to play BTD6, you know? We'll wait for a Thursday at 4 o'clock. Rent out a massive stadium, get like a massive screen. But then obviously it wouldn't make any difference to the actual YouTube video because it would just be on the... OBS would just screen capture, so I'd have to actually record outside of it as well, but that'd be pretty... Who knows, maybe I'm at a football stadium right now. Sitting in the middle of a giant pitch. Camera in one hand. Camera in one hand? No. Microphone in one hand. Wireless keyboard and mouse in the other. And I'm just playing BTD6. Who knows? Maybe I'm already there. Never mind. We're not. But damn, it really makes me think. Anyway, sorry for that sort of stream of consciousness run at the end there, but that is To the Moon Part 1 done. No monkey knowledge required. Can't say the same about the next 3 maps, but we'll still try it anyway. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all again for supporting me so much. 500 is insane to me. There wasn't even 500 people at my school when I was finishing in year 12. There was less than 500 people. So suck it, all the people at school that didn't like me. 500 people like me now, or at least can put up with me enough to figure out how to beat an Odyssey. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is thank you all so much for watching. And as usual, part 2 will be released tomorrow. So take care of yourselves. Thanks again. And I'll see you in the next one.